How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're talking about some truly terrifying fictional monsters. And to help us out with this list, we've teamed up with Crypt TV. They're an awesome production company that create high quality scary films for their YouTube channel. They release videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Friday. I highly recommend you check them out. We'll have more about their channel a little later in this video, but without further ado, let's get into this list.
The Thing in the Apartment is a scary short film written and directed by John William Ross for Crypt TV. The story begins with an abrupt phone call from a girl, Lindsay, who claims something visited her in her apartment. She says that a creature appeared out of nowhere right in her room. Her friend Sam must rescue her and confront the thing that's lurking in her apartment. A key plot device used in this film is Lindsay's use of sleeping pills. It makes both Sam and the viewer question whether the monster is real, smudging the lines of reality. This makes for some great tension and jump scares as the true nature of the thing in the apartment unfolds. This is a riveting short film that'll have you questioning every little creak and bump you hear in your dark, empty house. Kinderfänger is a Pied Piper-esque tale about a monster that recruits children to do his bidding. The story begins with a young deaf girl and her family who are searching for their missing brother and son. They search a remote mountainous area hoping to find clues. Soon the young girl wanders off to explore a dark cavernous underpass. Here she happens upon the Kinderfänger performing a ritual, entrancing a number of children including her brother. The Kinderfänger is a black skeletal figure that floats about in a puff of smoke. It uses a pipe to play music that spellbinds the children. Our protagonist, however, is immune to the musical curse and moves in to help save her brother. If you're looking for something spooky to watch, then this short film is hard to pass up. It's a fresh take on an old tale seething with mystery and adventure. Oh, and the twist at the end is a real killer. Mordio is an experimental, ultra-short film that raises more questions than it cares to answer. The clip begins with a cannibal deep in the woods feasting on the organs of another man. His meal is interrupted by the sound of a twig snapping behind him. He turns to see a scary monster watching him from afar. Bizarrely, the corpse on the ground begins to talk. He speaks of an entity known as Mordio, a strange creature that claims ownership of anyone that eats flesh in the enchanted woods. The cannibal begins to transform into a grotesque monster with antlers. He howls and feasts on the corpse, preparing for something known as the Blood Hunt. This doozy of a short film will leave you confused and on edge, something all great horror movies should do. I would suggest perhaps watching this one with a friend. One Please is a quirky arthouse style short film that introduces a truly chilling new monster, the Ice Cream Man. This unnerving 5-minute story depicts life in a dystopian suburban town. On the surface, everything appears normal. The sun is shining, mum's making dinner, dad's reading the paper. However, when you notice that some people are missing fingers, questions start getting raised. Suddenly, when a mysterious ice cream truck visits the town, things get even stranger. It would appear to get an ice cream you need to pay with more than just money. And we'll leave this one here as I don't want to ruin the shocking twist this little gem has to offer. I highly recommend watching this one all alone at 2 AM in a very dark room. The Sunny Family Cult is a series of short films produced by Crypt TV. They follow protagonist Taylor, the young daughter of a leader of an infamous sect known as the Sunny Family Cult. The cult, known for their unsettling masks, are hell-bent on disrupting the banality of suburban life. They've taken it upon themselves to outlay their own brand of justice on society, which means they'll murder pretty much anyone that's not part of their group. The most interesting thread in this series is the impact cult life has on Taylor. She grows increasingly violent as she strives to impress her murderous father, who has forcefully impressed this strange way of life on her. However, her character begins to question the seemingly random acts of violence and secretly yearns for a different way of life. The Sunny Family Cult is a strange and twisted ride. It's a brutal tale that hits a chilling vein when you think about some of the bloodshed caused by real cults throughout history. It just goes to show you don't need to be inhuman to be a monster. Mirror Mirror takes a disconcerting look at narcissism and what it means to be self-obsessed in a digital world. The plot follows a young, self-absorbed girl who would rather take selfies than spend some time with her boyfriend. After a few posts to social media, things take a dark turn. As the girl preens herself in front of the mirror, her skin begins to change. It grows pale and a strange wound appears on her forehead. Suddenly, her reflection reaches out and pulls her into a dark mirror world. It's from here that the girl can see out into the real world. In her place is a mutilated, corpse-like monster that mimics putting on lipstick. The girl's boyfriend reacts to the noise and comes to see what's happened. From here, the creepy monster sets a trap that leads to a terrifying ending. Next time you're doing your hair in the mirror, think of this little gem and what it would be like being pulled into an alternate universe by a hacked-up corpse demon. If you yourself cannot release, then it will come to take a piece, is the chilling calling card of the Look-See, a scary monster dreamt up in the dark offices of Crypt TV. Written and directed by Landon Starmer, The Look-See is a terrifying series of short films about letting go. This eerie, well-dressed creature seems to feed on those who are dwelling on something, whether it's the loss of a loved one, obsessing over another person, or the raw memories of an ex-husband. Whatever it is, The Look-See thrives on it. The pacing and editing are what stand out with these movies. They capitalise on the fear of the unknown, taking every opportunity to spring a jump scare on the viewer whenever they can. The quick cuts and edgy sound design make for a delightfully unsettling experience. Make sure you check under your bed before watching this one. This is a very creepy short film that's best watched late at night. The Birch is a Webby Award-winning short film from Crypt TV and Bloody Cuts. It's about a bullied boy who resorts to an ancient ritual to defend himself. The result is a monster that blurs the lines between protection and danger. The tension starts high as the first shot of the film shows an unnerving, blood-covered boy with a knife. This shocking opener sets the tone for the entire film, which never quite lets you get comfortable. The Birch is an ancient being that fiercely protects the family it's loyal to. It has a violent propensity for bloodlust and will stop at nothing to satisfy its conjurer. Co-written and directed by Ben Franklin and Anthony Melton, The Birch has been seen by millions of viewers. When it was first uploaded to YouTube in mid-2017, audiences couldn't get enough of this terrifying creature. The character modelling is first class. The special effects makeup and character creation were brought to life by Cliff Wallace, best known for his work on Hellboy 2 and 28 Days Later. The editing and sound design are fantastic too. A series of mixed vignettes lead to the climax of the film that is strangely satisfying yet completely unnerving at the same time. The hellish facial expression of the monster right at the end is bound to stay with you for a while.
Now I want to give a huge shout out to Crypt TV for helping out with this list. As I mentioned at the start of the video, they produce high quality scary content each and every week. They release videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Fridays. I highly recommend you jump on over and check out their channel. There's some links in the description box below and a link should appear right here. Head on over, show them some love, subscribe if you like what you see as well. Oh, and one more thing I should mention, the hell was that?